out as everybody else, with a piece of paper and a pencil, into the world of humble stick figures. But then about 10 years ago, when I started painting on canvas, my art teacher would always take a paintbrush and touch up my work. Now that piece of art wasn't art for me anymore. It was something that was correct or realistic. I couldn't attach my identity to it anymore. Then 4 years ago, I was surrounded by people who encouraged me to express myself in the way that I wanted to, and I found my identity in my artwork. I had breached the line of what a lot of people think art is supposed to be, and now my paintings look more along the lines of this. So that made me wonder, what was it that had completely flipped my personality around? What was it that fed my confidence and satisfaction and happiness? It wasn't that I had a good eye for color. It was my daily dosage of expression. Now that made me wonder, why is it that a lot of people find it so difficult to express themselves in other ways? Why do a lot of people resort to words? Think of the happiest memory in your life so far. It's with our friends and our family and doing the things that we love. I've seen my parents in their happiest of moments, and it's not exactly when they're with each other or with my brother and I. It's my mom dancing Bharatanatyam while cooking, or my dad singing Jim Reeves classes in the morning while ironing the clothes. My brother and I, our favorite memories together from our childhood were when we used to build our Darth Vader forts. Creating that own world of ours was so much more precious than anything materialistic we would have received on our birthday. Think of a word that could reflect what art means to you right now. Art has in fact walked alongside humans on the path of evolution, but it seemed to get lost somewhere in between. Art is now confined to the able. Our species thrives on imagination. Every single idea you've ever thought of or heard of is a product of that imagination. Ken Robinson calls it the source of every form of human achievement, and rightly so. Our subconscious goal in life is to conjure up as many possibilities as we can and drag that fort to the present, turning mediocrity into novelty. Now think of a world of artists. What would that look like? A world where babies are nurtured into children with no creative restraints, where there's no right or wrong, black or white, there's lavender gold, Persian blue, magenta, ochre, scarlet, green, neon, there's just every possible outcome that you can think of, and all of those outcomes that you cannot think of. They enter a world of enlightenment, not a system of education, but simply craving knowledge for the sake of it. What if English and maths were not the only compulsory subjects? What if art became a way of life? What if it was not only confined to an art class? What about infrastructure and travel, environment and wastage? Would we be bound by cubicles and four walls? If the electric car was allowed to flourish, you would have probably come to the TEDx event in your flying car. Imagine our imaginations being allowed to have a life of their own and being allowed to be a part of everyone else's life. What about governments? There's nothing that makes us want to share our lives more with each other than art pushes us to. There's no more constructive form of manifesting ourselves than for the enrichment of our own lives and the lives of others around us. Art makes us compassionate, effervescent, joyous, fearless, and daring individuals. Now think of a word that could reflect what art could mean to you 5 years down the line if you were an artist. Art has no technique, and it's not a talent that is parceled out at birth. It's something that you nurture yourself. You don't need to draw a perfect circle to be an artist. You are a piece of art. Your heart is brimming with creativity and beauty and love. Embrace it and manifest it. Create something today. Turn your passions and professions into your artwork. Ask yourselves, if not now, then when? And if not me, then who? Imagine a world of artists. What a beautiful world that would be. Thank you.